Welcome everybody to the Culture Shock Podcast. We back in the building with another episode. I'm here with Steele and Moo.
Let's
and,
go.
And I'm here with Taylor.
Yo, shut the fuck up.
Steele is undefeated in the preseason.
My fucking intro. You over here?
Taylor was over here like
shut
this.
The fuck up.
She was like this. Let's stretch.
Anyway, shout
out
out to
Taylor.
me.
Yeah.
You know
Taylor,
what
what's up? We back for another one.
Yeah.
And today we got somebody special. Somebody
Yes, we do.
close to Taylor.
What do they call you in the streets?
What they call you?
They call you Ladies Man.
Ladies Man. Cam in the building.
No, I'm kidding.
Oh.
I got Cam with me today. Also goes by his artist name, which is Kurrent with a K, because he's different.
My name starts with a K. So
Exactly.
Where'd you get that nickname from?
Transparency. Complete. I was playing GTA with my boys, and
That's always where the best nickname come
legit.
from.
I was playing GTA, and at the time I was looking for an artist name, and this dude killed us. His name was Current Feelings, and I usually sing about like emotional stuff.
Right.
So I was like, oh, that's fire. Let me just cut the feelings and just keep the current and make it a K.
So you like an R&B singer?
Yeah.
All right, got a question for you right up top.
Yes, sir.
You might be off the episode right now. Who's better, Usher or Chris Brown?
Singing
Are
or
Are you at singing?
Better artist.
Usher.
Artist?
That's easy. I think everybody's gonna
Stop.
say
Why you
Usher.
talking
It's
for
Usher.
him?
It's
He
Usher.
agrees. It's
Alright,
Usher.
security.
What do you think?
It's
No,
Usher.
because you can even ask Chris Brown where he gets his inspiration.
I think Chris Brown is more talented,
Right.
but I think Usher as an artist.
Is a better artist?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
respect it.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Tay.
Chris Brown could do
That's all I
everything.
had.
That's all you had? That's
That's it.
terrible. All right, well, I guess it's always about me, you know what I'm saying? Nah, but so I guess I'll start by asking where you from. You know, we'll start with the simple,
Taylor
the
speed
basics.
dating.
Shut the fuck up.
ASL.
Tell him.
The funny part about where I'm from is always like no one ever like reps Ridge.
Shut up.
But like I'm legitimately from Ridge. Like I just moved out of there 2 weeks ago.
So you're not from Rock
I'm
City?
in no.
Nah, chill out.
Never.
Don't do that shit.
Never.
I
I
gotta
didn't
stop with that shit.
I didn't enter Homestead for the
Hold
first
on.
time until I was like 17, 16 years old.
You're a
I'm
good kid. You're
You
really a
missed-
good kid.
legit.
You missed all the fun.
Legit. And because my friends live
still
there.
not
But yeah, I'm
saying.
from
Criminal
I'm from
activity,
Ridge.
not fun.
I'm
What
from
part
Ridge.
of Ridge you
Not
from?
the same.
You from Strathmore?
Strathmore. Yeah.
You
Oh,
do.
you from the zoo? Okay.
Yeah,
The
I grew up
zoo
I grew
is
up-
crazy.
From the zoo.
I grew up in Strathmore. I lived there for 20 plus years. I just moved out last month.
Word.
Sincerely, I'm in Manorville now.
Oh
Yeah,
shit! He said I moved up
I'm
and
out the hood,
out.
Yeah, that.
You wasn't even really in the hood. Come on, Strathmore was like a baby
Strathmore
little
Ridge,
piece
that's
of
right
hood.
by the bank, right?
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where all the Madden tournaments happen. Right in
You
that-
know
right
some
in that motherfucking
big
spot.
fat ass nigga with braids
Okay.
that like
could be anybody.
Nah, you looking at him right in front of you.
He's got a great pod. You ever heard of his
Yeah,
podcast? It's a should we shout out the podcast? It's Burn
Came out
After
the
Rolling.
Ducks.
You should probably tune in the host.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
you
saying?
grew up with him?
Good
Nah,
guy,
yeah,
good kid.
We're different. Like he grew up with my brother, but like he lived like up the hill, like
Up the
like
hill
a
is crazy.
walk, like a literal.
like Ed and
2
Eddie.
second walk.
how old are you?
I'm 27.
You still fairly you know Grimy?
Nah.
Big fat nigga used to show. Nah, forget that.
Nah.
We're not doing
Yeah,
that on the
listen,
podcast.
get not on
We
here.
not putting
Yeah,
no-
y'all getting real ghetto
We're
up
not
here.
doing that on the podcast.
Just Strathmore was ghetto enough. Even mentioning Homestead
Still.
was a reach.
All right, so give me one of the crazy stories you had growing up in Strathmore.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's one.
The one that just came to mind. They actually stopped doing delivery for Chinese food in my neighborhood because
Yeah.
Hold on, wait, why?
because he knows
He's like
why.
a monster,
Because he
bro.
knows why, bro. Because they stopped doing delivery
But-
in my neighborhood because somebody called to get their food delivered and
Okay.
then the dude tried to like rob the Chinese man.
Isn't that like Homestead though? Domino's wouldn't deliver to Homestead.
But like the Chinese
Word?
man ended up
Yeah,
beating
they
up,
wouldn't.
That's
ended up
old.
beating up the dude.
We used to
so
do that
What?
shit. when we was
Sincerely, like,
teenagers.
that's-
Why would y'all do that? Criminals.
It's just funny.
It's
Wow.
not funny. Yo, jumping a delivery person is not funny. They're miserable enough.
Yeah.
That is wild.
But
I
they
don't-
always got
I don't
cash.
like-
But they
they
always
lost
got
the fight,
cash.
They
on
lost the fight there.
I disagree a little bit, only because
them.
Well, how could you
They
disagree
got
with
cash
that?
on them.
because Chinese
So that makes it
people,
okay?
Nah, but I'm just saying, if you gonna rob somebody, you
shit.
gonna rob somebody
I just
with
want y'all
cash.
to know, keep in mind, these niggas is raising niggas. These niggas is raising
Shut the fuck
niggas.
up.
Keep
I'm
that in
just
mind
saying.
every episode.
You gotta speak from. You gotta
why
think
you
what
point
they
to me?
thinking.
I
Word.
just said I
Because
used
you
to do that.
disagree. Just okay. You know
Go ahead, Mo,
what?
say what you gotta say.
Dang, why you?
Go ahead,
You a
Mo.
real good kid.
Yeah, what the fuck?
You a criminal, and your bucket hat is
I'm
all
not-
folded up.
Sorry, I gotta wear this because my son just came back from Rome. So
That's right.
he brought me a
Oh, that's cute.
he brought me a gift, and I had to drop him off before I came here and all that. So
Oh,
he
that's
had his
fire.
bucket hat on, so I just put my bucket on. Oh, shout out to
Aw.
my baby boy. He was on a 10-day trip in Italy. He went to Rome and all kinds of shit.
You got a crazy
You living
tan?
better than me.
Yeah.
That's lit.
Yeah, but nah, so I gotta just wear the bucket. But you know, I don't really care about looks. I'll take this shit off. Let me tell you.
I'm
My
just saying it's
haircut.
folded. That's all I was
Tay
saying.
talking about
I
your
can't
fashion.
really.
Okay.
I'm gonna put
okay.
the brim up.
He's
in the
so.
front, nigga.
She
Let's
got
get
Yeah,
it.
you're fucking pretty. Anyways, so back to the question, because that's what we here for. And we
Yeah,
talk
my
about
bad.
his bucket.
Don't let Tay talk to you like that. Mood that. Go ahead, say what you gotta
I
say.
ain't gonna
It's
say
nothing
nothing.
but space and opportunity,
Go
move.
ahead, say what you
Nah,
gotta
I
say.
thought it was dope the way you were wearing it. I thought it was dope.
I thought it was dope.
Nah,
I thought it was
shit.
dope.
It's dope. It's dope.
Folded on accident when he
Tay
doesn't
look
even
like
realize.
Jay-Z.
And
out
I
here, fuck
compliment
outta here.
exactly. And I complimented you. Say you look like Alicia Keys from the video.
Look, oh.
That's not what you said.
Yes, I wanted. What? I only said
That's
one
what you
bad
said.
thing. I told you to use them big ass shoulders to open the door. That's it.
Exactly.
But
The fuck
That's
up.
weak. I heard,
Yo,
I was in the
on the
bathroom when I
show.
heard that.
Oh, that's funny.
I was
Oh,
weak.
ha ha ha. I'm gonna use these big ass shoulders and knock your jaws clean off.
I
didn't
Clean the
deserve
fuck
it,
off in
man.
the middle of this
deserve it.
podcast.
I
Next
deserve
episode
that.
gonna be what happened to Moo's jaw.
Come on, let's
Stupid fucking kids. Anyways,
shit.
back to the fucking question. I might as well ask, the basic questions. How did you get into making music? What inspired that? What made you want to get into it?
I grew up in the church, so I always played keys and I always sang. But I always did that
Like a
separate.
Baptist
You're a
church?
hoochie.
Yeah, Pentecostal Baptist.
Okay.
essentially,
He's a
you know.
hoochie, ladies.
Same thing. So I was always in music, and then when I went through high school doing music and like stuff like that, I was like, all right, let's see if I want to actually do something with this. I went to Suffolk for 2 years.
Okay.
Last year of college, I was like, all right, let's see if I can pursue it. Went to 5 Towns as a music school, and just really got better at singing and playing the keys. So now I'm actually like just pursuing it as like a full-time thing. Like now I do like shows out in the city, open mics, or just if anybody needs a keyboardist, like they can hit me up. And
A keyboardist.
keyboard. I'm predominantly a keyboardist. Like if you need a keyboardist, like anywhere, like a funeral, marriage, like anything, like any event, like
Why you
I'll pull
go two different extremes, like a funeral, then marriage?
because those are the
Those
most
are the
common.
main
Those are
ones.
the main ones. Like no one's just asking the keyboardist to be like, I need you just.
I need you to DJ my party,
you
you
know what I mean?
keyboardist.
Nah, I got an
Yeah.
idea now. I'm gonna definitely take your business
like
card
like
after
that's
this.
serious. Like I do
That's
that,
fire.
and I also do shows in the cities. Like in 2 weeks, it's New York City Fashion Week, and I'm performing with one of my friends, Ari. She's we're performing at like a show that Maxwell is hosting for like
That's
the industry.
fire.
And
Oh,
I'm
shit.
being her keyboardist and backup vocalist, so like that's what I'm getting ready for now. and stuff.
Okay.
So,
And what? Plug that in. What's the dates? What's the location?
it's September 6th. I don't have. It's a really exclusive like event. I don't even have all the details. Like you have to RSVP for it and all that type of stuff.
That's what's up.
Oh,
We
no,
about to
that's
sneak
right.
in that shit. We about to sneak in
And
that.
I'm finna sneak
I was
in.
trying to like, yo, I'm like, can I invite my friends? And then she was like, nah, like it's really like,
Yeah,
it's
nah.
It's
exclusive
one of
thing.
those-
Maxwell shit.
Yeah, so
Babe shit.
Yeah.
it's dope. It's dope. I'm still learning more details. Like I have to dress in like they suggested for me to wear like all satin like type of like vibe, like something really sleek
That's
and
fire.
stuff. So yeah, I'm a musician. So it's kind of what I do right now.
Nah, that's kind of what I got on right now. That's good for your meat. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Make your meat hard and shit on accident.
Okay.
All that. So that's
Make
good.
your what? What? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
This
But back to
You
the
have a serious
subject. Sorry.
conversation after that.
What
Yeah.
back to the
All right.
what exactly besides church gave you the confidence to say, "Hey, I can do this"?
So I just said F it. On my foundation, like people just hear me singing growing up, and they were just like, yo, Cam, like you should go ahead and make music. Let's see what you can do. And 2020 I linked up with my boy. He has his own studio in his house, and then we made a song. Didn't release it, just kept it in the vault. It was chilling. I still had people like I was doing singing videos on Instagram and stuff and Twitter.
Right, and
then
that's in
people, like,
2020. You started doing everything.
Yeah, 2019 really, like right before
Okay.
the pandemic.
You still owe
And
me my
then-
video.
As I was saying, I was doing all that type of stuff on social media. And then people were like just like really just in my corner about it. And then my grandma passed away early 2021. And then usually I think death really gives us like perspective on life and
Right,
what we're
for
doing,
sure.
you know. So when that happened, I was like, all right, Cam, what are we doing? Like, what are you gonna pursue music? What do you want to do? And then after she passed away, I released my first song like a month after that on my mom's birthday. So
It's dope.
it was that, and then I've been doing that. I've been making music since 2021, but I've only been performing since last August. Like doing
Wow,
shows
that's
and stuff.
fire.
Mm.
So-
What's that like?
I was gonna say first performance. What'd you feel? Like,
It
nervous
was
as hell?
I wasn't even by myself. It was with my friend Ari, like I mentioned. She needed a keyboardist for a show that was coming up, and I had her on Instagram, and she just publicly announced like I need a keyboardist, saxophonist, drummer, guitarist.
Right.
And I was just like, at the time, I didn't really like come out like performing, so I didn't know. Wasn't really confident. I was like, I don't know if I'm good enough. But you know, they always say take it better in yourself. Like just bet on yourself and see what you can do. So I was like, I'm a keyboardist. Let's see what I can do. We went through the rehearsal. It was solid, and then we had the show. And then ever since then, like different musicians been hitting me up like, oh, can you perform for this? Can you do this show? Can you do blah 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 blah? And I've been just traveling just the last year. Not like OD like across like the country, but usually like New York, New Jersey, like all that like in that vicinity.
What's the coolest show you did?
The coolest show?
Yeah, like when you just like, wow.
The coolest one I did was at New Blue. It was a club in the city, and there's a stage and there's steps behind the stage, so like you can actually look down on the performers. Yeah. It's just I can't even describe the venue. It was just really dope. There's a lot of people there. It's probably my favorite like show because just the vibes are great. But it's fun. Like I do a lot of traveling back and forth, just driving. So it's fun. Sincerely.
So now, have you dropped a couple albums or mixtapes?
I dropped a song last week. Now that I think about it, it's called Ivy's Melody. It's like a minute and some change, like not even.
Where can we find it?
That's what gets me tight about your music sometimes.
It's like a minute some change. You can find it on streaming
platforms. A lot of artists do that now, though. They're very, like 2 minutes.
And I really like to like
it
observe.
Might be smart.
Like I like to observe different types of music from different eras. And if you look at like that mid 2000s, 90s, like you'll get a verse, chorus, bridge, chorus again, 4 minutes. Even if you listen to a song from back then, you'll be like, this song's going on for a grip.
Yeah, you know? Dead ass.
But now, now it's like chorus, maybe verse, 2 minutes.
I think that has to do too with how people absorb everything now. It's like
absolutely,
like people can't listen to something more than like an hour that they done. It don't matter what it is, even if they super interested. It's
crazy. Like you'll be surprised if the song has a bridge now. Like it's legit chorus, catchy verse,
right,
and stuff. But yeah, I released the song about literally last Friday, and it's on all streaming platforms. It's short though, so don't expect too much from it. I produce on my own, I engineer and everything.
That's fire.
Yo, that's really fire. That's super fire. When you do keyboarding, is that all can you do it like without plugging something into the wall?
What do you mean?
Like you got. Like, is it portable? You could just do that shit right outside in the parking lot.
Oh yeah, I have my own home setup. I know what you mean.
Yeah, my bad.
I have my, in the parking lot. I have my own home setup that I have my keyboard, my program, my Mac. But if I have a friend that wants to work on music, I bring my laptop with me, a couple mics, my keyboard, and I just bring my stuff to them and we just work on music there. So it's very portable to an extent. Like the certain parts of
I'm not getting engaged. I'm bringing.
But you need electricity.
He's gonna be in the background
you need
somewhere.
As
we're walking down somewhere in the island, I'm gonna pay his ass. You know what I'm saying? So
that's
not a good idea.
Actually, low-key don't even need electricity. You just need
that's not a good
laptop.
Idea.
You just need a laptop.
Pat, this nigga Pat not getting married.
You right.
Okay.
You right. Thoughtful though.
Yeah, sounds nice, don't it? At mine.
Yo,
At mine.
Before we move on. Even though you probably didn't really hear it, don't you think she laughed like Kawhi?
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, I saw that.
I saw that. Oh my god.
Because Kawhi's one, I watch basketball OD. Kawhi's one of my favorite players. And I was really thinking, I was like,
cut to my face.
I never put the correlation together, but
you want to know something funny? You
want
to know something funny? So on that whole poll, everybody voted yes except for 2 people. So I texted Taylor. I was like, I know one of them is your mom, and one of them is you.
I said no. I voted no.
She said yes.
You know what you said before? Bet on yourself every time.
Yourself. Telling you.
Jamie?
Nah, I'm fucking dead. That's a weak question.
So far. Now that you kind of like, I guess you have the confidence to figure out what are you gonna do next, and now you have a plan and all. And I would say in the sense of music, because it's so diverse.
It is.
How do you?
Oh my gosh.
How do you like pick a genre nowadays? Like, how do you know you're an R&B singer?
That's the thing. People don't like to. Now I met a couple musicians that don't like to say they're R&B or they're a soul singer because that essentially puts them in a box.
Right.
I make whatever music sounds good to me,
right,
whatever you want to classify that as, go ahead. But I would say I'm more soul than R&B, for me. Right. So I could just release a song and be like, this might be a pop song, or this might be, I don't make trap music, but like this could be a trap.
I would pay good money to see you rap, Cam.
You listen to trap
good
music?
money to put you on a drill beat.
Absolutely not. But like picking a genre, I think for me, my influences in terms of singing has helped me belong to certain genres. So my influence, I have 3 big influences.
John Legend.
Nat King Cole, if you heard of him, from the older. You know, he's a baritone. John Legend being one of the bigger ones, and you know Leon Thomas, the dude with dreads from Victorious.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Like he's one of like the modern like bigger influence. Like now he does a lot of producing. He actually like helped produce SZA like Snooze, the song Snooze. Like
that's fire.
Like he's still heavy in the music industry. So I think my influences allowed me to like pick a genre. But again, never limit yourself. So if I want to go out and do something different, then I would. But I have to be pulled to do so. That's what creativity. It comes in flows, and I just follow that flow. You know.
Oh, that's good. I think it's always good to live in the moment because your creativity is like best in that moment.
Yeah.
But what's your favorite John Legend album?
John Legend album. I'm not gonna hold you. I don't listen to like his albums.
It's like songs.
I listen to songs like. Not like album. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
I know his songs. I've never actually.
Mo just looking at you crazy because he know every Jay-Z album top to bottom. You know the back.
There's some albums like you know Earl Sweatshirt.
Yeah.
He's my favorite rapper. I listen to his album.
Sweatshirt.
You know? Yeah, he's my favorite rapper. Like sincerely.
Wow.
And then I put No Name right below him. Like just as me personal like.
No Name favorites. Is fire. I'm not gonna lie.
Like I listen to their albums, but like John Legend, he released most of his music when I was growing up, and I grew up in a Christian home. So I didn't really listen to any outside music until I was in high school. Like you can talk about like Lil Wayne and everybody that became like popular when we grew up. I did not listen to rap until I was like 10th.
So your household was strict.
Damn.
My mom wasn't strict with it. She would, you know, like the whole meme, like your mom, you wake up like Saturday morning, your mom's cleaning and she's listening to whatever music. It's always gospel music. Right? It was never like old school R&B. It was never like only rap I really listened to or music that I listened to was my older brother, what he was playing. And I was Linkin Park, really.
I'm crying.
Or 50 Cent.
So when was like your first big cookout with the old school R&B and all that shit?
My aunt, she holds.
It's the aunties.
Yeah, it's the aunt. Yeah, she holds stuff like that. And I remember going to it, not even like as a kid, maybe as like a teenager. Knew none of the songs.
Like
everybody
doing the dances.
Yeah, and I'm just like, yo, like even like even now, like people like. Will look at me if I don't know like certain things from from Black culture, because I literally did not grow up with it, sincerely.
Right.
But I actually prefer that because I can actually look at it with an adult mindset and like, oh, I actually like this because of this instead of like nostalgia or like this is what I thought it was. So I prefer it the way, but I get my black card like revoked all the time.
Yeah,
like,
faithfully.
I didn't grow up like with certain things.
She said faithfully.
Sincerely, no, all the time.
I know him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
what's like your worst moment where it got revoked, where you was like, damn, like. Somebody really looked like they all looked at you like crazy.
Oh, all the time. I don't like. I'm gonna really emphasize this. I don't like cheese, right? So
I'm gonna really emphasize. But he be busting down gallons of milk.
There's no correlation. So anyway,
there's no correlation between milk and cheese.
There's no cheese.
Okay.
Milk, cheese comes from milk, not the other way around. So
you're right. You're right.
I don't like cheese.
Bang.
Right.
Get real. You couldn't have came down to that.
By result, since I don't like cheese, I don't like macaroni and cheese, like baked macaroni and cheese.
What?
Nah.
You gotta go.
Security.
Immediately, just leave. The show's done. He doesn't need anything else.
And you know.
I go to the barbecues for that shit.
Legit,
With a baked macaroni.
And look at him. Look at his skin color.
They be like 5 different cheeses.
It's gonna get worse in the winter.
I don't eat that shit either.
They be like 5 different cheeses, like baked. Like I remember, Thanksgiving came up, and on Twitter, me being funny, I would just mention like. Oh, like I think I said like ham or something was like the best. I like stuffing on Thanksgiving, like ham and stuffing. I said those are like the best dishes, and someone commented like, "Oh, what about mac and cheese?" And I was like, "I don't like mac and cheese." I had strangers on Twitter like, "Yo, like his mom can't cook." His mom
can't cook. It's crazy.
Like, somebody help this brother. I'm like, nah, I just don't like cheese. I just don't like cheese. So like,
so you don't eat cheeseburgers, right?
Nah, just hamburgers.
See, I don't fuck with cheese.
Just hamburger. And if
I don't fuck with cheese because y'all broke. No,
I like pizza too. But I have to have a topping. Like I won't be out here eating plain pizza because we're not like 7 years old.
We're not 7 years. Okay.
You be peeling the pizza off.
Yeah,
like, you be peeling the cheese off your pizza, ladies. Just so y'all know,
like bacon or pepperoni or something on it. Like there's no plain pizza. Or I put hot sauce on my pizza too. I don't care. I put hot sauce.
That's real black.
Sincerely,
you know what I'm saying? So like, give him a break.
It's a personal. It's not
That's
really
real
that
black.
personal, but like, what do you like? What race do you date? Do you date a certain race?
Nah, let's rephrase the question.
Because this is why we almost always get canceled, bro. We be asking to get canceled. Do you have? Basically, what he getting at is.
So you hate them,
right?
No, because I don't date white women, so.
Oh shit!
Know.
Okay.
I typically historically I do not date white women. Like I preferably date.
There you go.
I'm gonna use minorities.
Thank you.
Nah,
minorities?
That's all.
Minorities? I know some pretty refined black people. I know some pretty refined color people. Minorities
I
is
was
heavy.
asking, is it like,
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah,
like,
I haven't. Dated,
minorities, hit them up.
I haven't dated a white girl since 9th grade,
Word.
and that was like 2010. So like
That's the last time Pat dated a white girl too. That's what's up.
And they're great. No, they're great. Like it's just preference.
They are great. They are great.
Best girlfriend I probably ever had.
They're so
I have like
great.
3 white friends. Don't worry, like stuff like that. But like,
Yo, they're not racist at all.
Wow.
Nah, my baby mom's white.
Okay, you know what? Moving on. Anyways. So tell me about your most recent project. Ivy Melody?
Ivy's Melody, yeah.
Ivy's Melody. What's that about?
Wow, okay. I'm at the point where I'm just writing personal music. Like I can't release something unless I connect to it. You know what I mean?
Deep.
So Ivy's Melody, it's basically I kind of put myself. I'm single, right? So I'm not in a relationship, whatever. So I kind of
Ladies, man can.
Minority ladies, you heard that.
So I had to throw that in there.
All the
real quick.
minors, hit them up. All the minorities.
You said
Not the minors. I meant minorities. Minorities. I was just showing you the word, and then I realized what it said. Not the minors. Yo, you got to be at least like 23, 24, right? That sounds about valid. Like 23, 24. Yeah, no minors. No minors.
That's crazy.
But Ivy's Melody, I released like a preview video before I released the song, and it was about being able to trust again in relationships or just friendships.
Yeah,
I think we naturally not want to be, but you know how the world is. We have to be a little cautious when we meet new people, whether it's romantically or platonically, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I think, especially someone that's so trusting or so willing to trust somebody,
Right.
the world can really dampen your light in that and be like, nah, like I really standoffish. And the song for me was just being willing to trust again after something not going your way in a relationship or stuff. So the song, I basically say, I don't care who wants my attention. You're the only one that I want. So now I feel that maybe I'll trust in you, you know? And I'm repeating that throughout the whole song. It's really nothing crazy. So the song was really just me describing like, I don't care about outside distractions, you know? I don't care about my past, and I hope you don't care about it either. It matters, you know, your past matters. But I hope we can just grow with that, and I can grow to trust you. So deciding to trust somebody. So I named it Ivy's Melody.
I was just gonna ask, where's the name come from?
I named it Ivy's Melody. I can't. One is a little too personal. I'm not gonna get into it. But another part of it is I have a friend named Ivy, right? And she's been in my corner like since I started making music. So, and I always wanted to name a song after a girl's name, because I think those songs are pretty dope. Like if you name a song after somebody.
What kind of friend is this?
No, just general.
Ladies, man, Kim.
And I told y'all, like she's married. Like
he has a lot of platonic friends.
Stopped a lot of us.
It's stopping me. So it's stopping me.
It's stopping me.
It's stopping
you know,
me.
I don't know, Pat, because we got an episode proving that it didn't stop you. So I don't know. And one of the last episodes, marriage did not stop you. You know, the average man, it might stop.
Yeah,
but a Patrick, I don't know.
And I wanted to be safe with it because initially I was trying to make up a name, you know, and no one I had no affiliation to. But I like to pay homage to whoever helped me get to where I am, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, and she was one of the people that really was in my corner since the beginning. And since she's married, I was like, this is safe. No one's gonna throw an allegation my way. So
right, an allegation is crazy.
I could just say Ivy's Melody, and you know, everything's intentional down to the color of the cover art. And Ivy is like. The name Ivy is a plant.
Beautiful.
It's a plant too. So like it's a lot that goes into it. So that's like one of the meanings. Other meaning, I'm kind of just gonna keep that to myself.
For sure.
You know,
we ain't here to pride.
Have you dealt with like any like heartbreaks or anything like that that's been put into your music?
Yeah, but not even from relationships. It's from friendships.
Really?
I think those hurt more. Yeah. My last relationship, I messed up, so I wasn't really like
scumbag shit.
I'm not perfect. Like nothing.
Damn, I'm so disappointed, Cameron.
I ain't cheating.
I'm so disappointed, Cameron.
I ain't cheating nothing, but I think we do need to. I think men often. That's why she's so surprised, because men will never really say it was me.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
So so me saying it's me, and that was me. Like it was just a lot of stuff I was dealing with, and I couldn't do it in a relationship.
Yeah.
So you just got to move on. So in terms of heartbreakers, a lot of my heartbreak I put into my music is mostly my platonic like relationships. They end off of God knows what. So and I just transfer those words into the song, and you know. Because for me, I think I take my friendships really seriously. Like if you really were in my corner for a certain period of my life, I will love you forever.
Right.
That's just who I am.
That's fine.
So because I think for me, or just in general, I think to actually get to know somebody, like to meet somebody and have them open up to you, no matter how long they've known you or whatever time period y'all were friends, that's a privilege. It's a privilege to get to know somebody, especially like I just said, people are so distrusting and turn office. Like they don't want to talk to nobody, especially in New York. like
I'm
going out to like Brooklyn, the Bronx. I'm barely ever in the Bronx. Let me cut that out.
Yeah, don't go there. It's dangerous.
You're not built for out there. They'll eat you alive, Cam.
Not, like now I'm going out to doing shows out there. Like people really like are naturally distrusting and can't blame them. But like for me, I was just like, I just kind of took that personal. I was like, yeah, like it really is a privilege to get to know somebody, and no matter how it ends, like you got to appreciate that because not everybody will give you that chance. So that's beautiful to me. So I put that in my music mostly.
So is this project therapeutic, or is this writing in general therapeutic for you?
I hate writing. I'm not gonna hold you. The writing is the worst part of the process for me. I like to make the music because I'm a performer.
We peer pressured you into this.
Legitimately, like I'm a performer first, so playing the lamb work, like just the keys, the hi-hats, the snare, all that is fun to me. Putting lyrics is just not even because it's hard. I'm just lazy. I'm a lazy writer. Like I have to actually be in the zone to write. Some things actually just come easier, but that's how creativity is. Sometimes you could just make a song like this, and then the next day it's like I got nothing.
How do you get in the zone?
I do. Right now outside of being a musician, I work overnights for people with disabilities. Okay. So I've always been up at night like that. Like I like to stay up. So most of the time if I'm in the zone, it's like 2:00 in the morning. Like I'm just chilling. I really like the silence of nighttime and just to be with your own thoughts and really acknowledge what goes on in your life. So when I get into my bag per se, that's when I'm really like I can write because I think a lot of people are afraid to like face themselves in those silence moments. Like some people don't like they can't be in a room without music and stuff. Or
if you guys had came on Snapchat back in like 2017, 2018, I'm making a real connection here. Back in like 2017, 2018, 2019, after 12 o'clock every night at midnight, he'd be on there. Who wants to talk about their feelings? Like hit me up if you want to talk about your feelings. So that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I'm not even surprised.
And it was like the meme because like let's talk about our feelings, but like sincerely, like there's a part of yourself that people just completely deny or just completely off put. And how do we grow if we don't face ourselves? So I always look back on what I went through and who I went through with, and I really take it like to heart. And I see like, okay, it didn't work out my way. Okay, let's see what I can learn from it. And let's say I was I've been heartbroken before, So I always look at like, all right, I'm gonna feel this pain now. This sucks, I'm gonna embrace it. I think a lot, especially as men, I think we kind of just like F it now. I'm just gonna go next girl maybe like I'm gonna go to the club or do something, and that's a natural thing to just be like, let me just ignore this, because who wants to ever feel pain? But for me, I learned like, nah, you just gotta feel it because the longer you push it off, like the worse it gets. So I was always just embrace that emotion that you're feeling in the moment, and let's see what I like to learn. So let's see what we learn from it.
Wow, that's kind of amazing. I'm being dead ass. Mm-hmm. What age did you like really start to feel your feelings? That's like one of my favorite things. Like I make sure that I try to feel my feelings all the time, even if I need to cry or whatever.
Absolutely. Jeez, I'm 27. I'm trying to think.
So even the time she was bringing up was 7 years ago.
That was 2017, 2018.
That was 18, 19, 20, that kind of range.
It's like 21 maybe. Yeah, 21, 22.
Mm-hmm.
That's fire.
Because I was like 17, 18.
Yeah, 21, 22 around that time. That's when I was just like, yeah, because I think that kind of just stems from my high school days and like I wasn't always I was never good with like women, so like like I was just a nice dude. So not saying women don't like nice dudes, that's all I was, a nice dude. I wasn't funny. Like I wasn't
that's
like I think people forget to realize like you gotta say else, I was a nice dude, so every girl I liked in high school, like they friends with me. So like I faced so much rejection in high school that I had no choice to just be like, all right, like what's going on with me? Like especially when I really like somebody, it didn't work out. So I think being able to feel like that at a younger age, and my friend group especially, like my guy friends, like they're not like toxic masculinity, like nah bro, let's just go, like nah, they'd be like, yo, you trying to come over? Like we're listening to like Take Care, like not even joking, like they listen. Not
he's
even
not
joking,
lying.
bro.
He's
not
literally
joking.
not lying.
I'm not
They
joking,
don't text
bro.
you like, yo,
going to play basketball, bumping.
I kid you not. Like, the night.
No, I shit you
the
not.
The night views dropped. We went down Port and just looked at the beach. Like
what is the night views?
The album views.
Like
by Drake.
The night that views dropped.
That's Drake shit.
Never mind. But the night that views dropped, we just got together like at like 11:50.
Yeah.
Ben is looking at me crazy.
I shit you. This is what they do,
like,
bro.
Like, and we just watch like the beach, listen to views. Like,
wait, so they don't text you like, yo, bro, I got 17 bitches.
No,
they do. No, they do though. That's this duality of man, which is hilarious.
And then they text you like, yo, where the hoes at?
Sincerely.
Yeah.
And I never know where they are. So that's a great
I never know where they are. I never know where they are.
Like the other week, my boy was like, yo, bro. I
never know where they are.
Never know where they are. And if you find out, I'm staying inside where it's safe. I'm not the point where I'm really just trying to work on myself, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So and what
ladies man can.
I ain't gonna lie, women gonna love you, bro, because at a certain age, all that slinging dick ain't for it.
Telling you,
like when you younger, slinging dick is cool. Bitches want to do is that sling dick.
Wait, so you never had
this whole podcast just consists of slinging dick apparently.
But I'm just being honest. Is it not? All the bitches in high school wanted the same dude.
Not?
I'm just saying. Pause.
Wait, what just happened?
No,
Pause. I ain't mean it like that.
I really had a genuine segue. I don't know what I'm talking about. Now,
Bro,
Pat uses this as an outlet to get those intrusive thoughts out.
Do you think of this process as being something that you'll regret? And the only reason why I say that is because you went to Longwood High School?
Yeah, I went to Longwood. I graduated at 14.
Yeah, so the hose is unlimited at
Okay.
Longwood.
Not for me.
Yeah,
you know.
Not for me.
So
Yeah, not too much on us Longwood females. Not too much.
I went to Longwood too. I graduated 09, so I'm not like too far behind you.
You
might know my cousin. Do you know anyone named Cisco?
Oh, 9.
Yeah.
Cisco,
yeah.
She from my block on top of Rose.
Bartlett. Yeah. Like by Bartlett. Yeah.
So I grew up.
you know Mickey and all them?
Yeah.
I shouldn't be saying the people's names.
Look, you a federal.
Nah, Christine's like my
Carrie
first
McCoy
cousin.
First
cousin.
She
like,
cool as
sincerely.
hell. She
Like,
These motherfuckers just genuinely mad older
that's
than
what's
me.
up. Cisco know me, like D2, all of them, like Wally and
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, that's how I started Team Clean. So shit,
Word.
yeah. I started all that shit. Yeah,
It always comes back to Team Clean, bro. It always comes back to Team Clean.
You
No,
know Team Clean?
no,
Well, let them know about
No,
Team
no.
Clean.
we're not doing this every episode. Nobody else needs to
I
know.
see-
Y'all
I see
tune
what you
into the
already
other
said.
episodes.
Ask
We're
them about
moving
Team
on.
Clean.
No. I just wanted to transition because I know for
Man,
me,
fuck that. Team
a lot of
Yeah, Team Clean, man. Team
A
Clean.
lot-
They trying to bring it back.
Word.
a lot of no. I'm not
Give
trying
them
to bring
niggas
it
a
back.
You want to
revival.
bring that shit
I'm
back.
the only person on here with a fiance.
You heard.
Well, I'm not gay, so
You can
I
still
mean,
be a
well, bye.
fiance.
You can still be
you
a
said that.
fiance.
You said has,
Mad quiet.
Yeah, you can still be a fiance, even.
but
if
you said I'm
gay
the
or
only
not.
one that has one.
Yeah, what that meaning? What's your statement meaning?
Oh, I see what you're saying, my
Yeah,
stupid
it had a
ass.
slow minute.
It's the truly. The
That's
truly
funny.
got me. The truly got me.
That's
The only
hilarious.
reason why I said that is because I couldn't be where I am today if I didn't. Even to the point where still in real life people question like, are you really this nice of a person?
Yeah.
Because you
of how
not.
disres-
Fuck are you
because of
talking
how
about? Because
disrespectful
of how you still are.
I was towards women. But
Uh-huh.
the crazy part was a lot of women just love that about me. So a lot of times I would have just, I guess, situations that people's like, how you get, and it's just me keeping it 100. Like, listen, I don't want to do none of that you talking about. I just want you to come over, watch Teen Mom. Let's get crazy. You go home. and
Teen
get some
Mom is
pizza.
heavy because that's really what y'all
Like-
was watching back then. And I was on Netflix and chill.
No, that's-
Hey,
Flavor
you
of Love
old
is
But
bitch.
do you ever feel like you're gonna regret not having that crazy like
Whole face, you
you
saying?
yeah like you and
Yeah.
your man's just running the train on girls?
Okay,
That's like
yeah.
why?
Not everybody was running trains with their mans. Like, that was a group activity.
Nah,
Let's get
but
together,
I feel
guys,
like-
and
but
run
I
the
agree with
train.
you. I
Like,
feel
nobody
like
was.
somewhat you need to go through that
Like, it
shit.
kinda helped
But maybe,
me.
yeah.
You know,
Like,
get to where I am today.
Like nothing. Like of course, I think everybody had their phase where they were like promiscuous, you know. But like it wasn't.
I like.
I wasn't out here running trains. Don't give me like.
Yeah,
don't
that's
get me wrong.
wild.
But like, I also had like a phase where I was just like questioning like what I wanted in terms of like women. Like, did I just want like sex or did I just want to like have a relationship? And I
Right.
think, I tell people this all the time. Once you like, it's the funniest thing ever. I lost my virginity in senior year of high school, so at 18. So very, very, very sincerely, like.
He said,
What?
swear it.
Sincerely,
Yeah, not
sincerely.
everybody was getting.
I couldn't even get a rookie contract no more. What?
Sincerely, but the
What?
funniest thing is, I tell people all the time, like after
That's because you was touching at 9.
after like the
Hey, yo, chill out.
Oh,
I didn't get clean till I was like 12, 13.
A child.
I think like after I tell people like after like the second body, then you're kind of just like, oh word, this is his life. Like this is I could just do that. Like
Right.
I can dead just like consensually, like as long as like
Right,
He
right,
said
right.
consensually.
I could do. And then I think after that, I was like, I like, what do I want from sex, women, and stuff like that? You know what I mean?
Right.
And of course, I'm not saying I'm like I'm a saint or nothing. Like I just completely
Bitch is gonna be in the
was
comments
just
like,
like-
he was fucking on.
like I think I think I realized I was just like, nah, like this. It's fun for a moment, like sincerely. Like it's. I'm not gonna look at my past and be like, nah, like I regret it. Like nah, it was fun. Like I was having fun. It was fun. But like I think as you get older, you see people like get married, you know, having kids, settling down, sincerely like this is the lifestyle. And I'm a huge believer in God, you know, and I wasn't acting like it for a very long time, so to be completely transparent. So for me, fornication is a sin, you know, like having sex before marriage. And then once I started to take that more seriously, I was like, I can't, like, I chill out because like you really are supposed to save yourself for your spouse. I'm not condemning nobody for doing it.
So when the last time you had sex?
That's crazy.
Yeah, let's get to the nitty gritty.
That's crazy.
You could do years. You don't gotta do no date. You know what I'm saying? You could be like 20.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
I like that.
Like
as a musician, though, you gotta get bitches that get stoned.
And I knew that was.
You a rock star.
Musician, bitches, you start singing. It's over.
I knew that was. You know what's funny?
I wish I could sing.
You know, it's.
Do you ever send bitches voice notes?
You don't though. No, I don't. The funny thing, I knew the musician thing was coming.
He said you don't.
You don't, bro. Because there was a point where I think it was like 2018 where I downloaded like Tinder and stuff.
Yeah.
And there was a point where I was like meeting new people, not even just on Tinder, just in general.
Yeah. And
I would not tell them like, why are you looking at me crazy?
I
was on like, and I was just like, and I would meet new women, and I would not tell them like I did music, like I sang, because as soon as you tell it,
sing for me,
sing me a song, like bro,
you gonna write me a song?
Like nah, like
for me, you could have swindled your way into so many cheeks.
I used to swing.
I did.
You're like, I'll sing you all the way to the bay.
I did earlier, like
go to dinner.
Back like senior year, like in a year after, back when I was like again like second like body, you know what I mean? Like because it was just like
I ain't gonna lie, you could have done numbers because you just go to dinner.
You could have done numbers.
And on the way home, I'll just play R&B.
I feel like
R&B on the way home.
Like he dropping dick, like he dropping albums.
Yeah.
You could have did numbers.
Go right to my spot when I lived in my parents' house. Go to a different spot. You had sex in the car.
I'm really confused. We don't gotta stay on this topic at all. But I thought Twitter, not Twitter.
This guy's going to Twitter.
What you just said?
Team Clean.
Tinder. I thought Tinder was like a sex meetup.
You would think so, but people like me were actually looking for a relationship.
It's supposed to be a dating app.
That's the craziest part.
It's supposed to be a dating app.
That's confused.
No, sincerely, like it's supposed to be a dating app, but then people are like,
sexualize
that. We just having sex. But me being who I am, I was like, nah, let's see if I can actually find a decent woman in the club. You know what I mean? So like,
ain't gonna happen.
So like. But it was genuine intentions.
Perspective,
but
it's important.
Yeah, sincerely.
Nah, for real, your perspective is dope.
So
yeah, because he's not a hoochie.
Yeah, shout out to him though.
But like with the whole music thing, because now that I do music like more so like full time and I'm all over the place, like I've never like had a. I don't think either y'all don't like me or y'all just don't be shooting your shots. That's just it's that simple.
He calling y'all out
because not that I want y'all or whoever y'all are, but it's just.
Bang bang.
Like you would think logically, like because when I perform, I'm usually singing and playing the keyboard. So you would think like, and people tell me all the time like women be all over you. I'm like nah, like they follow me like on Instagram. I drop my @name after I'm done performing. You know, I get follows off of it. But no one's actually actively in my DMs. Like not
every woman is brave though to do that shit.
I was gonna say women are very prideful in that sense.
They be just throwing hints out there like hit me up hint.
But also I just don't think
the way we do that is by watching your story and liking a couple pictures.
Yeah,
we might heart the story once or twice.
His perspective is very mild, I would say. So I don't really know what that consists of. So. To him, hints aren't as you could fuck
out there.
Yeah,
because a lot of what I post is music. So and girls have liked my music stuff, but I'm just like it's music. It's business. I love it, but I'm like you're just liking my business. You know, like the moment I knew a girl trying to get my attention, it's like she liked my music stuff. Okay, then she liked. I posted. I was at my friend's barbecue for 4th of July. And I when you just post where you are, like you just scope out the land. She liked that, and I was like, "Oh, you trying to get my attention?" Because I was like, "This has nothing to do with you. What are you doing?" So like, so that's when I was like at that point. But like, nah, like in terms of like music and women that come to that, like I meet a lot of like pretty women in like the industry in terms of like music, because there are a lot of like beautiful women in terms of like that. Yeah, but sure. I just keep it like professional, because like this, and my friends ask me about it too. Like I'm not just gonna hit up every pretty woman that I think. I'm not gonna hit up every girl that's pretty, because there's a lot of them that are talented and pretty. Like, nah, I just want to work with you.
No, that's good, and women appreciate that.
And because a lot of women,
they used to.
A lot of women when they work in male-dominated spaces, they often question like, "Yo, like is he really trying to work with me?" But like, nah,
for sure, genuine and stuff like that.
Yeah, so I'm really just trying to keep it, and also like I just don't like. women just don't be on me like that. Sincerely, like they really don't, and I'm fine with that. Like I like the focus. Like I like to.
There's nothing wrong with that. I mean,
when the right one comes, she comes.
Really, when you think about it, I think Moo would say the same. I think 90%. I don't know. I don't even know how to put this, but I think you go through all that shit and it's not even worth it like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can agree with that. I know you're looking at me crazy, but like,
what you mean?
half the shit that I did get, I ain't need it. Like I just got it for an ego thing. You know what I'm saying?
Same shit.
And I ain't really need it. You know what I'm saying? So I respect that when he's saying like it's not that serious.
I don't feel that way at all.
That's fine.
You need all of it, pause.
But it wasn't fulfilling. It wasn't fulfilling to me. To me, you know. So like there was a time where I was on a streak. I was telling my boys.
I was on a streak. He was on a kill streak, nigga. He was on a kill streak.
I was on this Call of Duty shit.
I was on a streak. The funniest part about it,
Merciless.
I'm not gonna drop this. You know who it is because it's how we know each other. But I'm not gonna say his name, but like. The funniest thing is, back then I didn't drive or have a car or have a job.
Yeah.
So the person we're talking about used to pick me up from like the appointments or whatever, or the girl would drive me, or the girl would drive me home. So like it was funny.
You used to clap cheeks and she would take you home.
Yeah.
This bitch is elite.
I don't know if I should dab you up for that.
Right,
dab him up. Dab him up.
Yeah, we can do a little elbow. He had to think twice.
But legitimately, like. It's fun, like the total stories is funny, you know, and to go through it is funny because it's like, yo, it's hilarious. Like my boys here, like we're just joking, you know. Looking back on it, like it was fun, but now I'm just like, it wasn't fulfilling.
I think if Moo told you some of his stories and I told you some of my stories, you go back like.
You would look at them completely different. You would be like, nah, it's no way these niggas believe in God. It's no way. It's no way.
Like it was fun, but like for me, like now that I'm older and I'm just like, it just wasn't.
It's no way.
No,
and also what I realized, like after, not even just with like sex or stuff, but just things in general, after a certain amount of time passes, it's like it never happened.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you kind of just forget about it.
So it's like it never happened because I'll never Bennett's been looking at me crazy this whole time. I'll tell people this all the time.
You got good discipline, man.
You do very good discipline.
Thank you.
It's not really discipline. It's just how you should probably be living as a man. You know what I'm saying? It's the way we glorify such simple things.
As a man, that's called discipline.
You know what? I guess you are right.
Super discipline.
That's called
I like again with the thing like after a certain amount of time passes, like it never happened. Like I'll never call somebody like my ex, like because like
so you ain't got a top 5.
Yo, I do, but it don't matter.
Like in the NBA, you know, like in the NBA when they got all the jerseys hung up.
And the Raptors,
you ain't got Raptors.
But it's like it don't like now.
I got some Raptors up there.
Okay,
but like I'll never like.
I really want to make some shorts with like the jersey with their name.
Crazy.
With the one.
That's crazy.
Some shorts. Yo, watch out for the Culture Shock's next drop. That's gonna be our next drop next summer. That's the short line.
I want the jersey.
You can customize it. You can put your top 5 and boom. You know what I'm saying?
2. That would be hard. Come
That's
on.
wild.
What is culture to you?
Yeah, and then exactly on the other leg it'll say what is culture to you, and you can customize it. Put all your joints' names on it. You can put up to 10.
That'd be hard.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry.
Marketing.
But like I would never call like even if I dated you, I'll never like call you like my ex because for me I'm putting a title on you.
Call you that.
And it's like if I dated some girl back in like 2019.
What do you call her?
It'd be like someone I used to know, old friend maybe like
like the song.
Bro,
I almost sang that shit.
Because like what do I gain? Let's say I'm married in like 2026. What do I gain from calling some girl my ex in 2019?
You're right.
Yeah,
like, nobody even cares about the conversation.
But you say you got a lot of girls that are friends.
Oh yeah,
so
my best friend's a woman. Sincerely.
Nah, no, but saying how many of them have you dated?
Sorry, before we get there.
None? Okay.
This could just be then that's it. Just none of that.
I've only had 3 girlfriends. Like not even
discipline.
Discipline.
Do you take some of those alley oops and throw them to your friends, or once you turn your back, everybody turn their back?
I'm actually very well. If I had a little bit of feelings towards them, then nah. But like, I'm actually very like the opposite. Like I don't like to mess with people like my friends mess with. Like to me, that's
good. As you should.
To me, that's weird. Like I just never like that.
It's very
Look
good.
at this. This is shifting their whole paradigm over there.
My friend actually gave me the live one. She was like, "Yo, bro, go ahead." And I was like, and she was willing to do it, like sincerely, because it was like years after they had their thing. And he gave me a lot. He was like, "Yo, bro, do it. I don't care." And I was like, "Nah, that's weird to me." So if
it's brand new, you meet some joint after you done singing and she on you too great, you like, "Yo, come get her." You don't do that like your man's like, "Yo, this."
Yeah, she
like
bad. Somebody
did
LeBron
in Miami shit.
Okay.
Like for me, it's like
I know what you mean. Like if I see a girl that I think my boy will like, and then
like if Tay on your meat and you like, "Nah, move, come get her." Like I don't want her. That's for you.
Right,
I did that in
like,
Miami. I did that in
wanna do
Miami. I did that.
Okay.
I did no, not to
No,
Tay.
to
Not to Tay. Not to Tay.
Y'all niggas is crazy. Y'all niggas is. Oh, they got the funnies
We
today.
forgot Tay was in
boy.
Miami. We forgot.
I know it was
I did
wild
that in
time,
Miami
wild ride.
we went out there for my boy's birthday, and I don't really go out to clubs. I only go out to clubs for like birthdays, like
He
special
goes out to
occasions.
clubs and takes shots of milk.
Special occasions, special
That's
occasions. But yeah, some girl was like trying to talk to me the whole night, and she wasn't really someone I found attractive in terms of like just preference.
Yeah.
So
Did you
I
pass
was
it
just
to
She
him?
was white.
So I was like, yeah.
Did you? Yo, sick.
You see me being politically correct?
Did you? Yeah. He
In
said,
terms of
mhm.
preference, that bitch was white.
But
Caucasian.
Who'd you pass it to?
But,
I gotta know. Yeah.
I was like, yo, bro, like, you know, because I didn't find her attractive. So
Yeah.
it's like, yeah.
Nah, that's what's up, man. You're
You're
a
a
real
good
honest,
dude, for real.
humble, disciplined
Thank you.
Yes.
person.
I
For real.
appreciate it.
I think
appreciate
that's super fire because you won't have to go through a lot to learn a lot.
Bro,
You'll very
Mhm.
experience and learn things from watching other people go through it.
facts.
And I was never like that. Like I always like
Some people got to go through it.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I was definitely one of those people. I had to
Some
go
people
through
and
it.
and there's two different types of learning styles. Like my boys I was talking about, they're also very stupid, so they're gonna do something like also very
Yeah,
like there's I love them to death, but like
Damn,
back
that
in the
was a
day they used
shot.
to do stupid things for the sake of stupid things.
Yeah.
So I learned from like, oh, he's messing up over here. Let me not do that. But
Right.
also
That's
there's
good.
some things I've had to learn personally. I'm like, I had to actually go through it. Everybody's
Right.
different, you know. But the most important thing is to actually just go through it and be like, I'm good off this. A lot of people go through the same thing all over again and then blame outside
Mhm.
Yep.
outside things. And it's
You
like, nah,
out-
it's,
stay
like,
pattern.
nah, the calls come from inside the house. I think like people need to like understand that. So you just
I
gotta
like that
learn.
saying.
Right, the
That's
clothes
a
come from
dope
the inside.
saying.
It's
That's
also
fine,
very-
yo. We gotta
it's
put it on a
also
shirt, and we're
saying,
gonna
bro.
make sure we put you on there.
It's also
The
very
calls
terrifying.
come from
It's
inside
also
the
very
house.
terrifying. I'm not
It
gonna-
is.
I
That's
like
a very
that.
if some dude called me and like was threatening me on some like Scream like type of like movie,
Can't shut the
and
fuck
then,
up.
and then I called the police and they traced the call and they're like, oh sir, like you live at like 4C Saratoga Court. I'm like, yeah, like oh nah, that was coming from there, and I'm like, oh he's in here. Like that's
Word.
that's
And then,
wild.
that's really wild.
But like people have to face themselves, and that's the only way you grow is if you face yourself.
Right.
Right. So what's next?
Yeah, what is next?
What's next for Cam for Kurrent?
Next, I told you I got the performance coming up in 2 weeks at the fashion show.
Yes.
And then I have something coming. I have a couple things, but right now I'm just really just chilling. You know, I'm still settling into where I just moved to.
Good.
And yeah, I'm just chilling, just working.
I ain't gonna lie, women gonna be on you after this shit, and they see you
Mhm.
how
I
good you
sure
are as a
hope
guy.
not. I sure
I sure
hope
hope
not.
not. I sure hope not.
Again,
Bro, I'm telling
my
you.
friends would be like, "Yo, where the hoes at?" I'm like, "When you find out, let me know so I can stay inside." Because like,
Word.
He don't want no parts. I hate to say it, ladies, but he's not looking for you.
Sincerely,
Hoochies.
bro. Like, I came to a point where I wanted to master things that took control over me in terms of like, you get into you do sports betting anything?
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
FanDuel.
That's
I was
FanDuel.
in that for like a good couple months.
You
My
can't
boy,
gamble.
Oh, I know,
Bro,
because your group goes crazy
they
with
go
that.
crazy with
They
it.
go
make
crazy
money?
with that.
I don't even
One
have
of them
a
be
gambling
hitting
issue.
heavy.
And I was just
thousands
like,
of dollars.
at some point, it's like, oh, it's just $10, right? Then,
But it adds
and then
up.
again,
It
you're like,
adds
oh, it's just
up.
$10, and
Right.
then again, you're like, oh, it's just $10,
It adds up, bro.
and then it adds up, and then
Yep.
there's a point where I was for my birthday, I went to the Bulls and Nets game,
Okay.
and I'm literally watching. I need like one more assist from Zach LaVine, and I'm literally watching him like sell this for me. I'm like, yo, bro, like I'm watching you on the court, like not getting this for me,
Shit get you tight, right?
and I'm watching. I'm like,
Screaming
I know,
from the
I know you
stands.
know. I'm like, bro. So like, I got to a point. I was like, I had to delete the app. I just had to get rid of a lot of things that were controlling me
Shit make
more
me
than
sick.
you know what I mean. So
Mhm.
especially no one wants to lose money, you know. So
Right.
especially financially, I was like, yeah, this gotta go. So not even just financially, just emotionally, and a lot of other things. I was just like, if I feel like it was controlling me more than I was controlling it, I had to just slowly just get that out the way.
Right. Listen, man, Cam, I think personally you a good dude, man, cause
Thank you.
I ain't never heard of
Because he's not a good dude.
I just never heard like a lot of the things you saying.
Mhm.
You hear that from older men, like
40 and up club.
yeah,
I
you
agree
hear
with
like
Pat.
you hear men
Yeah,
say that. Like
that's
I've
true.
learned, like for me, but it just took. I'm 31, and it just
Word.
took me till probably this year to understand like the importance.
He said
Before
just a
that-
quarter of that. Just
Yeah,
to get
just-
a quarter of that.
and I
Say,
probably
this year.
you know
I just got here.
minus, like yeah. What was it? The word you used?
Discipline.
Look,
Your
look, look.
discipline
Mm.
is perfect because like
Thank you.
yeah, if I could sing,
Bro, I tell people
my meat wouldn't work anymore.
they say
Okay.
I would have been using even
Patrick.
more. What?
They
I
say,
don't know, Pat. You got some music out there. You know what I'm saying? He got some
Shout out
music.
to
So
Project
if I
Pat.
go to SoundCloud right now, I'm not gonna find it.
No, SoundCloud. Project Pat though, if you're looking for it.
Project Pat. Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
'Cause
Project Pat.
They say men are only maybe I'm gonna say men. Men are only as loyal as their options. So that's why most of these R&B dudes are not good people. Like,
That's why I
most of
say
these R&B dudes
Right.
are
you're
not
very
good
disciplined.
Yeah, no,
Nah.
for real.
I mean, I'm still local, so it's not like I'm out here just like touring,
Yeah.
and, you know. But
Yeah.
I'm
Alright,
still
question,
practicing
though.
good habits.
Question.
You know?
We're gonna do this now.
Yeah.
Question. Rihanna in front of you, she say, "I want you." What you doing?
I'm not gonna hold you, and it's about to just allow a couple people off. I don't find her that attractive.
Oh my goodness.
So
All
yeah,
right, who do you
shit.
find attractive? Who's your celebrity crush? Give me somebody. You just like, damn. Every
They
time
gonna
I
eat you
see
alive
her-
in the comments, though.
Damn.
I'm
That's
so
crazy.
sorry.
Who don't like Rihanna? That's nuts.
They
But
gonna be like,
She's
don't
pretty, she's
listen to
pretty.
his music.
She's just not. It's someone I don't find.
who's somebody
attractive.
you find attractive?
I'm gonna be
like?
obvious and be like Beyonce. You know?
Okay, so
Very,
Beyonce
very
say
obvious.
that
Okay.
right
Even
now.
though she married and kids
Nah,
and stuff
yeah,
like
and she
Yo,
married.
like-
No,
like
she,
without
but
kids,
no,
without
with
married-
kids, and she
Who
married.
nah, with
Yeah.
kids.
And that's
And she married. You got morals, so that's why I want to
And
say
that's
that.
the thing.
With kids, she
These
married.
These
I
are
say
regular
that.
people. Like
They are.
These are
They
just
are.
regular people. That's why a lot of things that happen.
So
with
you saying
celebrities,
no?
You gotta say no. Like these
Good
are
man.
just, these are just regular.
Mhm.
But also, who am I to also predisclose or
Yeah.
predetermine an action that never really happened yet?
No, you're right.
So like,
So Pat, you busting it down? You busting it
I
the
saw drink
fuck
Rihanna's
down.
bathwater.
I know,
like, come
nasty.
on
I know
now.
y'all
That's crazy.
pregnant and all.
She
Remember,
said
we
that
didn't
she was
forget
pregnant, too.
placenta in the water and everything.
but a lot of these R&B
If
dudes,
I love
like
you, I
they're
gotta
just,
do it.
they're just bad people because they on tour, they all over the place.
Nah,
and
for
like,
sure.
like I get a lot of comparisons to Giveon for whatever reason.
I know.
Oh,
I was literally
okay.
thinking that the
He's
whole
not
time.
good.
He's not a good person.
He's not.
Because like, you know, I tell people all this all the time. Like people, like men from like this 60s, 80s, 90s, like they've only seen like 10, maybe 20, 10 out of 10s their whole lives, like bad women their whole lives.
Why you skip the 70s?
But I'm not going that far back. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
'cause
just
they was
started
going
with the
crazy.
60s,
They was
so
crazy.
60s,
They've only
80s,
seen like
90s.
a handful of like really bad women their whole lives. But now social media, everything now, like you can just open your page and then see like somebody. Like we think our options are bigger than they actually are. So when you're actually a celebrity that have those options, that have people in the business and fans, you're just like,
Right.
F it. Like who's really gonna like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And same thing with like basketball players, football players, like their options are endless.
True.
So that's why they say men are only as loyal as their options, because like you got so many options. It's just like, what do I look like settling down?
Cam gonna do a one-on-one class for real.
Mhm.
For real, for real.
That's why
He
people
said,
go to
"I'll
that's why
teach
people go
you."
to college to start wilding, because it's a whole new world, like
Yeah.
different people. So like, you know, so that's why I try to like, in the event I ever blow up, you know, like I'm just practicing good habits now and really just like just trying to this is how I move through life now.
Right.
Just really trying to stay grounded in who I am.
Right.
And I also like I try to I think you say a lot about who raised you, and I'm trying to, you know, have a good image for my mom too.
That's
So-
fire.
Mhm.
You gotta let them
Shout out to mom.
That
Yeah,
ass.
that
Cam,
ass.
listen, man. I appreciate you being here. If you haven't checked him out, his name is Kurrent.
Shout out your Instagram.
Shout out your Instagram. Shout it all out.
It's current.music. It's KURRENT.music. Spell it. It's normal spelling and stuff like that. I just posted like a singing video like 2 days ago. I guess I think you
Oh,
liked it on
shit.
I think you liked it on TikTok.
Yes,
If you
I
look
did on
surprised,
TikTok. I
that means you didn't
reposted it
watch
on
it.
TikTok.
That means you didn't watch it.
No, I reposted it
It's
on
okay.
TikTok.
That's how
Yo,
she
don't
is.
look
Don't
at me
worry
with a
about
straight
it.
face. You been giggling this whole time.
There is nothing I hate. There's nothing
Now he
I
go-
hate. There is nothing I hate
You ain't
more.
watch it.
Then somebody that just like it and
I
don't watch it, right?
reposted it.
And
I
Me
know what
too.
you.
I hate the
get-
laziness.
I thought you were
I get-
talking about Instagram.
I posted on Instagram too.
Oh, I didn't see
But
it on
it's-
Instagram. But my
it's
Instagram,
okay.
you know,
You already seen it, allegedly.
So
on
Allegedly.
TikTok, ho, and I reposted it.
appreciate it. 'Cause
So
some people-
beat my ass about
some
it.
of your friends will just support, and that's a good
Right.
intention, you know. But like I'm strictly like only support if you really like it,
Right.
Because I get it. Like
That's how I
you-
am too.
like,
Show
I get
love
it.
if you really mean it.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Listen, Cam, man, I appreciate you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I know, Moo, you got anything to say?
Nah, I just wanna.
You gotta ask a question because
No, I'm
Cause he always
I
does
don't
this
even
shit.
like.
Yeah.
I don't even really like. I'm saying, I got on water shoes. These shits from Walmart, little $8.
That's
Okay, I got
But,
these shits is from
what are
Walmart.
those? Some shits is kind of hard.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be transparent
Show
again.
him.
I'm
Show
gonna-
him.
I'm gonna be
Them
transparent
shits is
again.
tough. Lift the
Alpha
leg
fire.
up.
I don't. That's
And I don't
weird.
even like
And the
high
other
tops.
one. Turn to the side. Lift up this one.
they
Like,
don't.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
even, I don't
yeah.
even know.
Nah,
bro.
they hard
Look at
though.
this.
Them
I
shits
told
is
you.
hard. You feel me?
I don't wear sneakers like that. I just started buying shoes. I wear Crocs. Like that's
Yeah,
See?
faithfully.
dead serious.
Like, Moo, that you feel
I wear
Moo
I wear
perfect.
Crocs, and if I have to go somewhere, I wear Vans. Like I just started wearing sneakers, so I knew someone was gonna ask what these were. I don't know what these
No,
are.
it was tough. I fucked
Yeah.
with that.
At
That
least you
hard.
knew they was hard. You said,
So
I knew
hard,
somebody
so
was
hard.
Nah, that's fire though. I
For
definitely
sure.
appreciate you
Thank you.
for sliding through and sharing that perspective
Absolutely. It's
Thanks for
different.
having me.
of a not only a grown man, but just a grown person in business to where you gotta separate personal and business. That's a good perspective to have, and more importantly, practice discipline is always good.
Right.
So salute to you for sure.
Yes.
Thank you.
Say you got anything to say? So.
Alicia
I mean, shit. Continue making that fucking music, man. You're really like, you're gonna create a movement with your music. It's definitely different. It's not.
Shoot.
It's not. Nah. I'm dead ass. Like if people actually listen to your music, it's not your average like R&B, but it's also vibey. Like it is. You know what I'm saying? It's got its own element to it. It's very unique.
That was
It's very beautiful.
That was the hard, because we listen to music all the time. So I was like, I listen to a song, I'm like, I want to make a song like this.
Yeah,
Or like,
I
wanna
do
make
that shit
something
all the
like this.
time.
And then I was just like, I think God gave us all talents and our own individuality. So I was like,
You really showcase
let me
that
just
shit.
do it. Let me just do it my way, and let's see what goes. Let me just not
it your
care.
way,
Let me
baby.
not care if someone might like this, or let's see who likes this. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna just release it and just say F it.
Do
And
it your
that's
way,
what you got to
dog.
do.
You
Yeah.
have to.
Sincerely,
Big dog, appreciate you. This is
Thank you.
another
Yes,
episode of
sir.
Culture Shot. We out of here, baby.
Gang.
thank you.
Man, you got